There is a power so fierce, so unyielding, that it moves unseen beneath the surface of every great victory, every unwavering step forward. This power is not born of wild passion or fleeting inspiration. It is forged quietly in the crucible of discipline, the kind that shapes the spirit into a weapon sharper than any blade. You may wonder, how does one become dangerous? Not in the sense of reckless fury, but in the calm, precise force that commands respect and fear without a single word. The answer lies not in the strength you show to the world, but in the relentless mastery you claim over yourself when no one is watching. To become truly dangerous is to become disciplined to the point where your actions flow like a river, steady, unstoppable, and inevitable. It is the silent storm brewing inside you that others cannot see but always feel. This is the path to power few dare to walk, yet it is open to all who are willing to take the first step. Are you ready to become dangerous? Not with anger, but with unbreakable discipline. Discipline is not a chain that binds you, it is the armor that frees you. Many believe discipline is sacrifice, giving up pleasure, comfort, ease. But the truth is, discipline is the gateway to a life lived on your own terms. It is the steady heartbeat beneath chaos, the quiet whisper that tells you to rise when the world begs you to rest. When you cultivate discipline, you learn to master your impulses, to control the fire within, instead of being consumed by it. This mastery transforms you from a victim of circumstance into the architect of your destiny. Imagine a warrior standing in the midst of a storm, unmoved by the wind or rain, because he has trained his mind and body to hold steady. That warrior is dangerous, not because he seeks conflict, but because he is prepared for it. So too must you prepare. The discipline you build today will become the silent force that drives you forward tomorrow, shaping your fate like a sword forged in fire. It is not easy. It will test you, but through this test you become more than you ever thought possible. The world around you thrives on distraction, on fleeting pleasures, and on the temptation to settle. It wants you to be soft, to drift like a leaf in the wind, tossed and turned by every passing whim. But discipline is the anchor that holds you firm against the storm. It is the quiet rebellion against a life dictated by laziness and distraction. To become dangerous, you must first cut through the noise and silence the restless mind that seeks comfort over growth. This silence is not emptiness. It is the space where your true strength is born. When you train yourself to act with purpose, even in the smallest of tasks, you sharpen your focus. Every habit you build, every moment you dedicate to honing your craft, is a strike against mediocrity. The disciplined person moves not because they want to impress, but because they understand the value of relentless, steady progress. This is the essence of danger, the quiet certainty that you will outlast, outwork, and outthink anyone who stands in your way. And it all begins with the discipline to show up, again and again, no matter the cost. There is no shortcut on this path. Discipline demands patience, persistence, and above all, humility. It asks you to surrender the need for immediate results and embrace the long, grinding process of becoming. It is in the repetition, the countless unseen moments of struggle and effort, that your power grows. Like a blacksmith hammering steel, each disciplined act strengthens your resolve, shaping your mind and body into instruments of precision and endurance. You do not become dangerous overnight. It is a slow transformation, one that the world rarely acknowledges because it happens far from the spotlight. But this hidden work is the foundation of greatness. When others falter under pressure, your discipline carries you through. When others lose focus, your discipline keeps you sharp. When others quit, your discipline fuels your will to continue. This is the secret weapon, the force that turns ordinary men and women into unstoppable forces. So do not shy away from the grind. Do not despise the struggle. Embrace it. Because through discipline, you become not just capable, but dangerous in the truest sense. Unbreakable, unshakable, and unyielding. To live by discipline is to understand the value of control. Control over your thoughts, your emotions, your actions. It is the discipline that prevents you from being swept away by anger, fear, or doubt. It teaches you to act with intention, not reaction. Imagine a river carving its way through solid rock, not by force, but by relentless persistence. That is the power of disciplined action. It wears down resistance. It shapes the world around it. In life, those who master discipline command their own current. They flow through obstacles rather than crash against them, navigating with steady purpose. Danger does not come from brute strength alone. It comes from the fusion of strength and control. When you discipline your mind to remain calm in the chaos, when your body follows the commands of a resolute spirit, you become a force that cannot be reckoned with. This is the way of the warrior without swords. A way of mastery that is invisible but felt by all who cross your path. This invisible power is the true essence of becoming dangerous. Not through intimidation, but through the quiet certainty that you will endure and overcome whatever stands before you. Discipline is the silent architect of greatness. It builds your character, shapes your habits, and crafts your destiny with unyielding precision. Each day presents a choice: to yield to comfort or to push forward despite the resistance. Those who choose the latter become dangerous, not because they seek conflict, but because they have honed a resilience that repels defeat. They carry within them a fire that burns steadily, refusing to be extinguished by failure, fear, or fatigue. This fire is fueled by discipline. It is what turns intention into action and dreams into reality. You may face moments when the path feels too long, the burden too heavy, when doubt whispers to turn back. In those moments, discipline is your anchor, your reminder of why you began and the vision you refuse to abandon. To become dangerous through discipline is to carry an unwavering commitment to yourself and your purpose. It is to walk with a steady step while others falter, to rise when others fall, and to stand firm when others waver. This is the power that transforms a person into a force. Quiet, relentless, and unstoppable. Every great achievement, every legend forged in the fires of history began with the same seed: discipline. It was not luck or fleeting inspiration that carried them through, but an unwavering commitment to the daily grind. The hours no one sees, the sacrifices no one applauds. Discipline is the soil in which greatness takes root. Without it, talent withers, ambition fades, and potential remains forever out of reach. But with discipline, even the humblest beginnings can grow into towering oaks that weather every storm. Becoming dangerous is not about the weapons you carry or the battles you fight. It is about the strength you cultivate within. It is about the ability to face your fears, your doubts, and your weaknesses with unflinching resolve. This inner strength, born from discipline, is what makes you unstoppable. It is the difference between those who talk about change and those who live it. You cannot fake discipline. It is shown in the choices you make when no one is watching. Each step forward, each time you push beyond your limits, you forge a piece of your own legend. Remember, the most dangerous force is a disciplined mind paired with an unbreakable will. This is your path. Walk it without hesitation. There is a misconception that discipline is rigid, cold, or joyless. But true discipline is freedom. Freedom from chaos, from indecision, from the chains of distraction. When you live disciplined, you gain control over your time, your energy, your mind. You stop being a prisoner to fleeting desires and instead become the master of your destiny. This freedom breeds confidence. The kind that does not need validation or applause. It is quiet, unwavering, and deeply rooted in the knowledge that you have done the work, that you have prepared yourself for whatever comes next. To become dangerous through discipline is to cultivate this freedom. It means you move through life not as a reactive force, but as a deliberate one. When you control your habits, your thoughts, and your actions, you shape reality around you. You become a force that bends circumstance to your will. The enemy is not outside. It is the restless mind that tempts you to settle, to falter, to give in. Conquer that and you become truly dangerous. unyielding, focused, and prepared to rise above any challenge. This is the quiet power that discipline unlocks. This is your true strength. Discipline demands sacrifice, but it does not ask for your soul. It asks only for your commitment, your willingness to show up when it's hard, when motivation fades, when the world seems indifferent to your struggle. This commitment is the heartbeat of the dangerous spirit. It beats steadily beneath the surface, unseen but undeniable. When you choose discipline, you choose a life of purpose over ease, a path of mastery over mediocrity. Every time you resist temptation, every time you push past exhaustion, you are sharpening your edge. Like a blade in the forge, your character is strengthened in the heat of challenge. The danger you become is not just physical, it is mental and spiritual. It is the danger of a mind that refuses to be broken, of a will that will not surrender. This is the essence of becoming dangerous through discipline. The transformation from being a follower of circumstance to the commander of your own fate. The power lies within you, waiting to be awakened by the relentless practice of self-mastery. Do not shy away from it. Embrace it. Become dangerous. In this journey toward becoming dangerous, understand that discipline is not about perfection. It is about persistence. You will falter. You will stumble. There will be days when the weight of the world presses down, threatening to crush your resolve. But the disciplined warrior rises not because they never fail, but because they refuse to be defeated by failure. Each setback is a lesson, each hardship a stepping stone. Discipline teaches you to see beyond the immediate pain and discomfort to the greater victory waiting on the other side. It is this vision that keeps you moving forward when others stop. When the mind screams for rest, discipline whispers, "One more step." When fear tries to hold you back, discipline steadies your hand and clears your sight. This relentless push, day after day, moment after moment, is what molds you into a force to be reckoned with. The world may tremble at the sound of your arrival, not because you sought to intimidate, but because your discipline has made you unstoppable. This is the quiet power of a dangerous spirit, forged in the fires of self-controlled and relentless action. To walk the path of discipline is to choose solitude in a world obsessed with noise and distraction. It requires a mind that can focus when chaos surrounds it, a heart that can stay calm when storms rage. This solitude is not loneliness, but a fortress, a sacred space where your true strength grows. In that space, distractions fall away like leaves in the wind, and your purpose stands clear and unshakable. You become a force that does not need the approval of others, for your discipline has become your guide and your shield. There is danger in such independence. The kind of danger that unsettles those who depend on the weakness of others. The kind that commands respect without uttering a single word. When discipline rules your actions, every move you make carries weight and intention. You are no longer swayed by emotion or circumstance. You act from a place of deep, unbreakable resolve. This is the essence of becoming dangerous. The ability to stand firm and act decisively, no matter the storm. It is the silent strength that turns uncertainty into opportunity, hesitation into victory. Walk this path with courage, for through discipline you become unstoppable. Discipline is a flame that must be nurtured daily. It is not enough to ignite it once and expect it to burn forever. Like the warrior who sharpens his blade before every battle, you must sharpen your discipline with constant care and attention. This means forging habits that support your growth and cutting away those that weaken your resolve. It means waking up early when your body begs for rest, practicing your craft when distractions call louder, and pushing through pain when comfort tries to seduce you back to ease. Each of these moments is a test, a chance to prove to yourself that your commitment runs deeper than fleeting desire. This daily ritual, repeated with unyielding consistency, transforms weakness into strength and uncertainty into confidence. When you build your life around discipline, You become a force that can withstand any storm. The dangers you face in the world will not break you, for you have already conquered the hardest battles inside your own mind and heart. This is the power of discipline. It is your weapon, your shield, and your path to becoming truly dangerous. To truly embody danger through discipline, you must embrace discomfort as your ally rather than your enemy. Growth is never found in ease. It is carved from the edges of hardship and challenge. When you welcome discomfort, you teach your mind and body to endure, to adapt, and to overcome. This willingness to face difficulty head-on sets you apart from the masses, who seek only comfort and immediate gratification. Discipline is the bridge that connects intention to achievement, but it is forged in the fires of perseverance through adversity. Every moment you choose discipline over ease, you are sharpening your edge, making yourself more focused, more resilient, more unstoppable. This is how danger is cultivated, quietly but unmistakably. It is not in loud declarations or reckless acts, but in the calm certainty of a disciplined mind that moves steadily toward its goal, no matter what stands in its way. Remember, it is not the absence of struggle that defines the dangerous spirit, but the mastery over struggle itself. Through discipline, you become more than capable. You become inevitable. Now, imagine standing at the edge of everything you've ever wanted. The dreams that once seemed distant, the goals that felt impossible. They are no longer out of reach because you have become dangerous. Not dangerous in the way the world fears, but dangerous in the way that commands respect and inspires awe. You have harnessed discipline, that quiet, relentless force inside you, and turned it into your greatest weapon. It has shaped you, molded you, and strengthened you beyond measure. Every early morning, every moment you pushed past fatigue, every time you chose persistence over surrender, they all led you here. And here, in this moment, you stand, unbreakable. This is your victory, not just over the world, but over the doubts that tried to hold you back, over the fears that whispered you weren't enough, over the distractions that begged you to settle. You have chosen to fight for yourself, to become the master of your own fate. That takes courage, more than most possess, but you have it in abundance, because discipline breeds courage. It creates a spirit that refuses to quit, a heart that beats with unyielding resolve. So, take this power with you. Let it guide your steps and fuel your purpose. When the road gets dark and the challenges grow fierce, remember this truth. You are dangerous because you have disciplined yourself to rise above. No force on earth can stop a soul that has mastered itself. Walk forward with that strength. The world is yours to conquer.